What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Sabbath Friday. I'm doing pretty good myself. Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters in the recognition to observing this day for the Most High for worship and praises. Sundown this evening to sundown tomorrow evening. Let's get some worship and praises in. He's definitely worthy of it. Okay. I come across this story right here, and I'm sure a lot of you may already be, informed on this story. I just wanted to give my take on it. As we know, it says, for those of us that know, Indianapolis woman allegedly shot and killed in traffic accident, blackmailing and exposing down low gay men on social media. Now, from what I understand about this story, this young lady right here actually walked in on two reprobates having sex with two men reprobates having sex with one another, and basically she felt berated in a sense, probably disgusted and every damn thing else, to know that she was it is said that she had, well, she said with her own mouth that she had some dealings with this guy, I guess on and off, but she didn't know he was like he is, messed up. It's she walked in his house, I guess, and caught him. Okay. But the only thing, what I hear that that she did that I don't agree with is that she actually wanted to extort money from him, saying, in other words, if you don't pay me $5,000, then I'm going to expose you. And not to say that it should have led to her death, because when you're dealing with a reprobate, anything, all is fair. You know what I mean? In love and war, that's the way they look at it. That's the only thing I disagree with her. Because saying to expose somebody if they don't pay you, that's extortion. But other than all the other things, of her feelings and how she felt, she had every right to feel, and I agree with her, and she should not have been murdered as a result of her actually catching these low life piece of shit. You understand? She should not have been murdered, for that. Let's get into the story. As we know, it says here, and it's this young lady right here, damn shame, An Indianapolis woman was allegedly shot and killed for exposing a man she knew as being gay on social media. The victim, who went by the name of Jane the Mayor Waughfield on Facebook, was involved in a car crash Tuesday morning, February 18, where police found her suffering from a gunshot wound. She was later pronounced dead at a local hospital. According to social media, Jane's death was over a beef she had with a man who she knew personally. Here are some things to know about Jane and the investigation involving her death. Jane exposed a man she used to mess around with as a homosexual on Facebook Live. And also, okay, if you supposed to be, doing sexually debaucherous things, that you're not supposed to be doing with another man, why are you mad when this woman right here catches you and decides to want to expose you? You understand? Y'all supposed to be all proud and every damn thing. Why? What you doing getting mad and wanting to take this woman's life for doing that? You the motherfucker that's messing up. You should have been big enough to come out and say, okay, so what? That's what you doing. See? Think about, I'm saying, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies now. How would you feel if you was in this woman's shoes, you understand, and you walked in on some man you have been dealing with sexually, and caught this shit? I already know how you feel, No telling what you may have done, you know what I'm saying? I guess this was just one of her ways of wanting to deal with it, to get back at him and hurt him, because she was hurt. But what I'm saying too, the low-life bastards who did this to this woman had no business murdering this woman right here. They just didn't. They had no right, man. But to continue, it says days before her death, Jane went on Facebook Live and told her followers she caught a man she used to have relations with having sex with another man. Jane said she accidentally walked in on the men, catching them in the act, and the accused the men and threatening to kill her. Yeah, that's what it says. Jane also revealed that she threatened to out the man, whose name has not been released at this time. She used to mess around with on social media if he did not pay her $5,000. That's the only thing I disagree with her on right there. You know, you want to do the extortion thing, we know, with the money. That one cool, but like I said, when you in a situation where you feeling, all kinds of emotions, you want to try to get back at that person for doing that shit. See? I guess Jane accused the man she exposed of having sex with his male cousin. That's even worse. Now, I don't know who this guy is right here. It says right here, this is her post. Yeah, Jane the Mayor Waughfield. And it says here, I walked in on this Waughfield nigga at fucking his own cousin in the ass. Oh man. On my mama, these niggas. That's what he said, and he's got the, memes. And it says Gay Bird, this guy right here, Wow. Like I said, I don't believe that this woman should have been murdered for what this motherfucker got caught doing. You see? Why try to play both sides of the fence in the first fucking place? If that's what you want to do, mess around with men, then you get on the men's side. Because all you doing is tainting women. Playing that down low shit. You know what I mean? You on one side, doing already an abominable act. Then you gonna go over here and fool with the woman. See, that's some fucking demonic shit right there, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. See? Now you gonna go over here fucking with a woman. You can give her AIDS just like it has happened so many times before. You see what I mean? And then once she's done messing with you, she gets with another guy. She might be a carrier. Don't know how she got the shit due to some low life, down low nigga like yourself. See? It wouldn't be fair to the next man that comes after him. This is my point. These are the kind of people right here, man, that I'm telling you that needs to be purged from our community as a whole. And that's just all to it. That's just the way I feel about it. But to continue, in addition to the Facebook Live video of her exposing the man, Jane also posted a picture of the guy on her Facebook page. And like I said, this is him then. See? Sick, man. In the post, Jane wrote that the man she caught him having sex with his cousin. I walked in on this Waughfield nigga fucking his own cousin in the ass on my mama, she said. Jane also wrote in one of her last Facebook posts, keep acting like you don't know. See? So, but what I'm saying, look at the lives that she caused. I mean, that she caused. Like I said, the only thing I don't, agree with her on is the extortion shit, the blackmail, or whatever. And if that's what she was going to do, she shouldn't have told them that. She just shouldn't have told them. But I can understand her wanting to tell somebody, what happened to her. See? But it says here, social media is calling out the man Jane exposed as the shooting suspect, though police haven't released any details about her death. That wreck that she was in, let me see something. Nah, that's in it. I think it claimed the lives of somebody else that didn't have nothing to do with this whole entire situation. I mean, the cars was really busted up. Okay? But to continue also, although police have not revealed a suspect or motive for the shooting, a number of social media users believe the man Jane exposed on Facebook is responsible. The man need to own up to the fact he a doo-doo pusher. Oh, man. My bros that are real men like, well, women. Just say that. As out here bad. One fake Facebook user wrote. Another Facebook user said, let's keep it 100, ladies. How many of us have gay friends that tell us about fucking straight niggas? See, listen to this shit, man. This is terrible. We put our people on and keep it moving. She executed this wrong. Yeah, she executed this wrong, but definitely didn't deserve to die for it. I don't think that she executed wrong. The only thing I think that she was wrong about was the extortion part. That's it. But she had every right to tell what this bastard was doing, him and his cousin was doing, and she knows she had been with him. Okay? Other users felt like Jane got what she deserved for exposing the man. It's completely wrong killing anyone, but that really wasn't her place to tell somebody's personal business, then try make them pay her. Y'all stay saying stop snitching. Y'all live by that so much now. Everyone's switching up black people. So dumb. I hope she rests in peace. It WS sick. Okay. So not worth it. Okay. According to local news reports, police are still investigating the crash and shooting. But they believe it is an isolated incident. Okay. Now here's a picture of the crash right here. This is the car that Jane was driving right here. And over here, after I guess she was shot. She was going at a high rate of speed and then slammed into this car right here, which I believe took the life of this driver right here behind this whole entire fiasco. Okay. When police arrived at the scene of the crime, Jane's car and 3 other vehicles were found involved in a car crash. One man involved in the wreck was hospitalized. My story jumped around. Hang on a second. Hate when that happens. Yeah, was hospitalized and was listed in serious condition. Police also reported hearing gunshots and a loud crash prior to arriving at the scene. Jane was found suffering from a gunshot wound in her car and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Look at that car. So maybe nobody else died, but and still, it was still a loss. You know what I mean? It was a loss. I mean, that car, this other car right here, so busted up, it's total. Look at that. Who wants to go through that shit, But to continue, it says, it has not been confirmed if Jane died from the car crash or the gunshot wound. However, eyewitnesses claim the driver of the yellow Chevrolet Camaro was speeding and crashed into another car. Investigators believe the woman driving the Camaro had been shot before the crash. The Camaro came 90 to 100 miles per hour down the road and hit the blue car and spun it 3 times, witness Mike Smith said, according to Fox 59. The guy surprisingly got out of the car in one piece and went to the Camaro and opened the door and realized she was unconscious or dead, Smith added. Yeah, it's OKC house. Nobody else died, but yet and still he suffered loss of the car and everything, and he had to go, still medical bills. Look at this car right here. Behind some old sick shit. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to tell you something. I think this lady had every right to expose the person. Because I'm like this. If this is what these down low men or whatever, these down low women, but I'm talking to the men that's doing this shit. If this is the kind of lifestyle you want to lead, then you should be required to tell a woman this is what you do. To say the least. You should be required to say, okay, well, I see men too. I do men too. That shit is sick. But nevertheless, if that's what you're doing, don't be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it. You fucked up any damn way. It's out in the open now anyway. But what I'm saying, you should be able to, own up to what you're doing wrong. Then that way, that would give that woman, you know, the choice to say, well, hey, I'd rather they want to be with you, although I wouldn't see why she would want to. Or other words, say, no, I'm not going to do this right here. She ain't going about her merry way. Then that way, she ain't got to worry about being somewhere down the line infected with some disease that you didn't give her, the incurable disease at that. You know what I mean? Just think about it. It's messed up. It is really messed up. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please remember, people, to live your life as though we are being watched simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.